Hello, everybody. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. New venue in the kitchen. The show must go on. The bedroom is out of bounds at the minute, but West Ham won, Spurs won. I'm going to be honest. Pleased, really pleased. Yeah, I'm pleased with the performance. I'm pleased the way West Ham played. And do you know what? In one way, that was a performance to make you feel proud. Really, do you know what I'm saying? Um, as I always do, I start off at the beginning. And West Ham come out of the traps. We go 1-0 down the first 10 minutes. Man, I couldn't believe it. I was like, here we go. Is it going to be one of them nights? Is it going to be one of them long nights where we ain't going to get nothing go our way? Do you know what I'm saying? Silly goal, right? That cross-field ball that they kept playing over and over again, yeah, was driving me mad all day. Yeah, and defensively, especially in the first half, we was iffy at best. Um, but I'm going to be honest, the resilience of this side, yeah, when we go 1-0 down, it is there. We have got the grit and like the sort of determination to try and turn it around, and we did. Kirk Zuma scored off his back, ladies and gentlemen. That's a new one. Good finish off his back, shoulder blade, however way you want to put it. Good goal. Very, very good goal. We had chances in the first half, but it was level pegging at half time. Second half, we come out and we had a right good go. And there's that chance where Mikel Antonio's chance. I'm sorry. I think he's got to put that in the back of the net. People say it's going to get called back for a foul. I disagree. I think if that goes in, the referee hasn't given a foul on the pitch. So I don't think it get called back. Antonio's got to put that away. And then they had their chances. They had a golden chance right at the end. From there, I think it's their right back. And then that last 3 minutes, as Jones says there, yeah, was absolutely insane. Yeah, we're counting on them. Kudus, Bowen, everyone's trying to like get forward. It was just a mad ending. Yeah, but I think a point was pretty much the fair result. Yeah, I think we had our moments, they had their moments, and towards the back end, we was just cancelling each other out, and defenses were on top. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm actually quite pleased with this though. Yeah, Tottenham are a good side. Yeah, Ange Ball. We haven't lost against Ange Ball all season. And anyone who watched my preview yesterday, I said with Christian, I said it's a banker draw for me, 1-1. I even might put it down on the old coupon. So happy days on that. I thought there were some stand-up performances today. I thought Sufal, yet again, starts off slow and then comes into the game and had a pretty good performance. Kurt Zuma, same thing again. Starts slow, comes into the game, getting his head on everything. Paqueta was more defensive than attacking. I'm going to be honest. And Bowen and Kudus, they was in the game, but they weren't in it as much as we would have wanted them to. Antonio had a good game, yeah, but that chance is a major chance. Like he has to put that chance in. I'm sorry, like that's got to be in the back of the net. 1-on-1. Let's be real, it's got to go in, isn't it? Like, do you know what I'm saying? And really, like to assess that game, yeah, it was just two teams, two decent sides, because we are a decent side, cancel each other out. The difference is on this game, yeah, that I will say, is that when they are bringing subs on and we're not bringing no one on, that tells you all you need to know about West Ham United Football Club right now. That Moyes just does not trust the bench at all. Like there is no one on the bench. I thought Danny Ings was coming on at one stage, and I don't know what happened there. So you know, to round it up for me, it's a good point. It is a good point. I would accept that all day long against a good Spurs side. I think the Wolves game now is a must win. I think if we win that one, then we're back in the hunt. If we'd have said getting 4 points out the last three games, I think we would have accepted that. Newcastle, Spurs, and Wolves, but we've got to get the win. But the performance was good. The performance was good. Like I was a bit nervous, especially going 1-0 down. Do you know what I mean? Like we all know what happens when West Ham go 1-0 down. Yeah, the floodgates open and we could have got blitzed. But I agree with what Scott says there. The lack of subs is concerning. It is, mate, but I've been saying it for ages. Danny Ings doesn't do it. He just doesn't do it. Maxwell Cornet isn't good enough. And then after that, you've got players like Calvin Phillips who can't be trusted. So we have got a bit of an issue there. But thank God that is the last game now. after, like, basically Alvarez comes back. So Alvarez will be back, yeah, and then we might have some sort of person on the bench who can come on. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, good point. Over the moon. Can't question it. Can't moan about it. There's nothing really to moan about tonight. I think both teams had their chances. I think we had the best chance in the game to win the game. We should have took our chance then. And yeah, like it's a point gained. Do you know what I'm saying? Right, let's get into your comments. See what you say. Anyone who wants to come on, the link is in the chat. By all means, come on. Good game, mate. It was, mate. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Let's get to LP. Can you come on the other day? I think everyone had done super today. Listen, I agree, mate. Like, I thought Fabianski was all right. I thought Mav was good. I thought Sufal at the start was shaky, and then there was a couple of key blocks he got in the second half, running his body everywhere. There was a back post header that he cleared. Yeah, he done all right. Do you know what I mean? It's out of him and Zuma for me for man of the match. Yeah, but our back four, we're very inconsistent with our back four. I thought Souček today, the amount of times he gets on the ball and he turns his body, but he just hasn't got that sort of flexibility to sort of lay the pass away. And it was always, this is the thing what it was today, yeah? Every time ball wasn't going away quick enough. Yeah, West Ham weren't getting the ball out their feet and away quick enough for me, and that is really what done it for us. Really, let's get early doors in. Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm good, James. How about yourself, mate? You all good?
I'm all good, mate. I'm happy with that. What are you saying?
Yeah, I thought exactly the same thing. As you said, to concede the goals early as we did, it was like, oh, here we go. It was one of those we looked to first of all, but Spurs soon got back into the game. Lucky enough, we got the equaliser. As you said, Zuma with don't care if it coming from his backside, his left bollock, whatever. It's still counted. Right. It's still counted at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, for me, I thought it was a little bit leggy, like someone mentioned in the chat there. But I think we just held the ball a bit too long in the second half, especially, and we killed ourselves. I think with our passing, because
I agree.
We should have easily put some of the chances away, and I think the Antonio's that was the best opportunity, wasn't it? Straight.
What do you think on that chance? Because people were saying he would have got called back for a foul on Maddison. I don't believe so. I think
I don't. For me, it's an even. It's even Stevens' challenge for me. He got he broke through in that, and he managed to hold on to the ball. But yeah, straight at the Vicario, it was too easy for him, and that was the kind of the story of the day, really. Most of the chance, I think the 4 or 5 chances we had were straight at the keeper.
Yeah, that is it, really. That is really it. Like today, Bowen, Paqueta, and Kudus, they was in the game, but they weren't in it enough up the other end of the pitch. No. Like for me, and it felt like the midfield. Like Souček for me today was getting done too much, like really done too much. Like he was just getting bypassed every time. Do you know what I
mean? He gave the ball 3 or 4 times, didn't he, as well?
Yeah. What did you make of certain individuals today? Like anyone stand out for you?
I think the only one that did stand out for me, and I put him as man of the match. I don't know what the guys in the chat and you think of that. I'd give it a Zuma myself. I think he's probably our best player.
Yeah, I must admit he done all right. Even though in the first 5 minutes, like it's just fucking terrible defending, isn't it? Like, and do you know what it was today? Yeah, is that it was that little sort of cross like along the ground every time. And if Tottenham would have been running in, let's put it this way, if Tottenham had a centre forward, he would have scored today. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. I agree with Zuma. I agree with it. I really do. Who's the worst player for you today?
Worst player, in certain respects, was Souček.
Yeah,
it's just the fact that the amount of times he gave the ball away, and even when we had win the corners, I mean, he poleaxed. Who is it now? I think it was Holberg. Poleaxed him on the floor. When you don't need to be doing that, especially when we've got the opportunity actually, to get a goal back, and you're doing things like that. Don't need it.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I really do. I think Souček today just wasn't for me. In regards of sort of Moyes and like the second half, no substitutions. Wings did look like he was going to come on. Was he right not to do that or not? Because the bench is shit, really, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, you look at the bench, you look over your shoulder, and you think, "Self, who the hell can I bring on? It's going to be a game changer."
Yeah.
I suppose even a game like against Spurs, do you risk Mabamba coming on? He's not been given an opportunity, but is he going to do it? I don't think he will. And I was the same as you, James. Ings is coming because I was doing a watch along, and I said to the guys in the chat, I said, Ings is getting warmed up, and he's just sitting there, and I thought, and that's how it stayed.
Yeah. So the thing is, this is the thing with Moyes, and this is where when people criticise him for making subs and then criticise him for not making subs, tonight really was a night that he didn't need to make subs because West Ham had it under control what they was doing. And I think any player on the bench makes West Ham go down a level. It doesn't make him go up a level, even though Spurs brought on 5 players, and that's basically the difference. If I'm being honest, right. When you look at Tottenham, when you look at Newcastle, when you look at Villa, they can go and cherry pick players off the bench, and we can't do that. We really can't.
We are lacking. I mean, I suppose the Spurs fans have thought that Moyes is going to bring his lucky charm on. Lucky enough, Phillips stayed on the bench, so we was happy with that one.
He can stay on the bench. He really can. What do you make of Moyes tonight? Obviously, I know with the subs, but overall.
I think overall, the tactics were virtually spot on. We had the opportunity to win the game.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that we didn't chase the ball. We sat back. It was quite comfortable to allow Spurs to come forward because, as you said, they didn't have anyone really that was going to put the ball away. But we looked quite comfortable defensively. We managed to deal with anything because you got to look in the final third. Spurs had so much possession. I mean, I think they showed you one stat. Spurs had 93% of the game, and nothing to count for it. So I think that in that respect, it was good. I think we actually got it right. And as for substitutions, I suppose anyone in East London could just put the game because he weren't going to do anything.
Yeah, I was concerned. I'm not going to lie. I thought he might have just give Calvin another go. I thought, please don't. Do you know what I mean? Because on Saturday, that was just a killer. Let's be real. It killed us all. As fans, whether you're Moyes in, Moyes out, sitting there when that 4th goal went in, or even when the 3rd goal went in, I thought it was done. And then when the 4th went in, but tonight, what I did like about West Ham, and I've noticed it this season, they've got this resolve about them that they can, even when they go 1-0 down in games, and they've gone 1-0 down quite a few times early in games to manage to either get something out the game like tonight or win the game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even against Newcastle on Saturday, we go 1-0 down, we go 3-1 up, 1 sub, 1 fuck up, and then it's all it's all curtains, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? Let's get some questions in. Let's see what people got to say. Great game tonight. Much enjoyed it for a change. The players did us proud playing 3 days after a soul crushing loss. I agree on that. Shout out to Mandy.
Yeah,
I really do. What are you saying on that?
Yeah, good fair shout.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Because for me, that was a thing, wasn't it? I don't know if you had the same thought in your head. It's a case of how do we bounce back from Saturday's game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was nervous about tonight. Yeah, I said a draw on a pre-opposition preview, because I thought myself, can I see West Ham winning the game? I didn't see it, but when we go 1-0 down, I'm thinking, please don't get a good eye in by these lot. That's the one thing you don't want to get a good eye in from. You want your last bit. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, I think it's been a pretty good season against Spurs. Beat them at their place, drew here. Do you know what I'm saying? And people have raved about Ange and all that. And let's be honest, in both games, they've had their moments, but we've ended up getting the points. Do you know what I'm saying? In both. So
we're happy with both, really. Yeah, because when you look at Ange, when he first came in, it was that 5-minute wow factor, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did well, got them up where they were, and then they all went on the slide after that. And not being funny, you look at the last couple of games that they've got, it's basically been hook or crook. They only won it because of an own goal.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. What do you make of Paqueta tonight?
A bit of a mixed bag.
It is a mixed bag tonight, yeah.
He played some good, decent football. He passed around and that. I like the fact he actually came back defensively to do some clearances. How we got away with that one where he barged Maddison just outside the 18-yard box, I don't know. He was clear inside the referee, and that he got away with that. I thought, so here we go, going to get a free kick going here, but the referee just waved it on. So it was a mixed bag for Paqueta, but he actually got stuck in, which was good to see for a change.
I actually thought he was all right, but he was more defensive tonight. like more than anything. Yeah, he had a great chance in the second half where if that goes in the top corner, that just brings the roof off the gaff. Do you know what I mean? That really does. I'm going to say one thing tonight about the atmosphere. I thought the atmosphere was brilliant. Right, I really did. I thought the atmosphere was absolutely loud. We was especially in the ground. Fucking like, do you know what I'm saying? When people say that they can't create an atmosphere at the LS, I think they can. It's just in these games against your rivals,
It
the
needs
atmosphere,
moments.
it goes up a bit of a level. I thought the fans that had done their job tonight and all. I thought they got behind the team. I thought even when we went 1-0 down, no one was sort of going into one. Yeah, I think people do know. I think genuine people do know that when West Ham go 1-0 down, don't lose your rag quick. It's when they go. That's where it's when they lose like 3 or 4. That's when you got to start.
I think we've learned a lesson,
saying?
haven't we, over the last couple of seasons on that one.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. Before I let you go, anything else you want to add on tonight's performance?
No, I mean, I think it was good to see a response from Saturday's game. That's the key one, to get a response in out of that, because I don't know if you had the same thing. You come into work and that's all you get.
Yeah, especially against Spurs fans.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, the last couple of days, it's just a case of like mute every single time.
Yeah, I agree, man.
But no, James, thanks for letting me come on, mate.
No worries at all. Shout out your channel and where people can find you, and then I'll let you go.
No problem at all. It's Early Doors Football TV. You're quite welcome to come over and sub to me if you want to in there. And it's always been nice to be invited on by James when you get the opportunity. You can find me obviously on Facebook. You can find me on Insta, X, and obviously here on YouTube. And guys, thanks very much again. James, pleasure as always, mate.
Take care, mate. All the best to you. Early Doors Football. Go and follow him. Go and subscribe to him. I agree. Everything what he was saying. Absolutely agree. Yeah, I'm proud of the team tonight because that game on Saturday, I was shitting myself. I'm not going to lie. I was generally shitting myself, thinking to myself that if Spurs turn up and turn it on, we're going to get absolutely done. Yeah, and let's be honest, as West Ham fans, we can't be hearing from all them for the next 3 or 4 months of how good they are. Do you know what I'm saying? We're a good side. Yeah, and I'm going to say it's quite openly right now. We're a good side, but we lack depth. Yeah, we do lack depth. Defensively, we are up and down like Tower Bridge. But when you look at their bench tonight, and they're bringing on sub after sub after sub, and then Moyes don't bring on anyone, that has got to tell you that these subs are not good enough. Yeah, and there needs to be a complete rebuild on the bench, basically. Yeah, we need to bring in younger, fresher players and people who can be trusted to come in and do the job. Maxwell Cornet's not good enough. Sorry, I will say it quite openly. Danny Ings is just not the guy. He can't play the position that Antonio can do. So we need depth, and we need squad depth, mate. 100%. So there you go. We had the most dangerous chances. Everyone's running nuts off. I agree, mate. I agree. You guys are a decent side. Just a good 11. Nothing beyond that. Need a big summer investment. Totally agree. Back of the net podcast. I do agree on that. And it just proves it tonight. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think tonight, if we can bring a few players off the bench, I think there's a chance. I think there's definitely a chance. Like we could have beat Spurs in 90. Let's be real. If Antonio sticks that chance away, and that last 3 minutes at the end, that was just complete madness. That was Sunday League at its best. But I think a lot of them players were just fucking bollocks, if I'm being real. Like, absolute bollocks. And they give it everything tonight. And that's what's pleased me more than anything, yeah? No one went hiding tonight. Everyone was there in their faces. And they knew that we don't want to lose against them, yeah? We can't lose against Spurs, yeah? That's our thing. We just don't want to lose to them. So I'm over the moon. I'm going to go for another 10 minutes. Chuck your questions in. Anything you want to ask, anything that you agree, disagree with on tonight. And I will read it out before I go. We should have beaten, really. Mickey's chance was shocking. That bugger knows he's missed it. I agree, mate. He's got to be burying that, man. He has. I'm sorry. Yeah. If that's Ivan Toney, if that's Ivan Toney, that's in the back of the net. If that's a top 10 striker, that's in the back of the net. 100%. I'll wait for him to get his sort himself out. And where is he? Here he is. Let's hear from him. True Hammers in the house. Kane?
How you doing, James?
Over the moon, mate. What are you saying?
You over the moon? I'll be honest, mate. I come away from that game frustrated as hell. Not the players, because of the squad depth.
Yeah.
I know it's a boring topic, but man, look at it. We were the better team tonight for a lot of that game. We could have won that game.
Yeah.
And the last 20 minutes, we're having to sit off because we're knackered and we can't bring anyone. And they're bringing on Kulusevski and Richarlison and stuff. It's an absolute joke, man. And it's cost us so much, I think. I'm not having a go at the players, the manager. I thought they were great. I thought they dug deep. I thought they played well. But the squad depth is a joke, man. Like, it's an absolute joke.
Been saying it. Everyone thinks that I talk bollocks because I wear an hat. Yeah, I don't talk bollocks. The January transfer window, we needed squad depth. We have not got none. You are right, but I am proud of the team tonight, okay? Yeah, because after Saturday, I was a bit worried tonight. I've been up London all day, yeah, sightseeing, and the last thing I wanted to see tonight is West Ham get fucking blitzed, but especially get by them, yeah. Like, it's West Ham losing games and then there's losing to Spurs that we all don't like. But I've called it fucking in January. I said it on Twitter. People look at me like I'm a fat cunt and don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Look at tonight. They're bringing 5 subs off the bench. We're bringing fuck all off the bench because we haven't got nothing on the bench. What did you make of the game? And obviously Antonio's chance came.
I thought it was a really good game to watch. And people going on Antonio, yeah, he's definitely scored. 2 things there. He looked absolutely knackered by then.
Yeah.
And also, I think it would have been ruled out because Paqueta 100% fouls Maddison before. I think it would have been ruled out, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, but I think he's got to be taking that chance, though, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? What do you make of their goal? Shit defending from us, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit. That's all they really seemed to have was just that little cut pass, and I thought it was like a bit lack. I thought, then again, our goal, their keeper was an absolute disgrace for it. What was he doing? He just sort of ran away. It was hilarious.
Have you ever seen someone score off their back, mate?
No.
That's a fucking
running away. What's he doing? This is what I mean. I felt, I generally thought we were the better team. I got, like I said, when I say frustrated, I'm not frustrated at players at all. I thought they really dug deep for that. Jared Bowen worked ever so hard for that game. I thought he was really good. Zuma as well, good performance from him.
I agree. And when you do look at it tonight, they're playing 90 minutes, and they played 90 minutes tonight. Most of them played minutes the other day, or a lot of minutes the other day after getting like loads of players off. It all goes back to the squad depth, and that's why I do think it is all about that January window. Yeah, lepers don't ever change their spots, and this ownership that I keep saying about don't ever change their fucking spots. Do you know what I mean? Who's the best player of West Ham tonight for you, Kane?
I think I'll give it to Bowen, or maybe give it to Zuma for the goal as well. But I thought Bowen was excellent today. He really, and Antonio, before he completely gassed out, I thought he was really, really good today.
Yeah. Worst player for you today, mate?
I'm actually gonna. You might surprise you. I thought Paqueta was bloody dreadful today. I thought he was losing the ball stupidly in the most dangerous areas going. I thought he was a bit of a liability today, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I thought there was moments. He had moments, Paqueta, today, but defensively, I thought he was all right. Like, listen, when you got your flair player tracking back all over the gaff, that's always a good thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask you, Moyes, what you saying?
What else could he do? I mean, I think the criticism today would be the subs, but I'm thinking who? I'm generally think you can't bring on Phillips because you're just going to lose the game. Or Ings, Johnson. This is missing the point. If this is what we're moaning about, then you got to moan about the depth. And it comes back to what elite analyst says: is the purpose of the squad is to get Europe. Then the squad is not fit for purpose because it's just not. I can't blame him. Obviously, I can't really blame the players. Like I'm saying, Paqueta was the worst player. He wasn't terrible. He worked hard. None of them come off that pitch sad or like disappointed. I thought they're all good.
Yeah, I agree. I really, really do. I think the squad depth is the one thing that's going to do us in the end. Yeah, people say with Moyes, understand that, but I'm going to be honest. Yeah, this squad depth is a bit of a pain in the arse. Yeah, because there's no one. like no one can really say that they can that they want to see Maxwell Cornet come on and do fuck all, because there's no point. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause he doesn't do anything. Yeah. And when you've got to play Ben Johnson as left wing or central midfield or fucking in goal, it's just it's just not good, is it? Do you know what I'm saying? Anything else, Kane? You want to add on tonight?
No, that was it. In reality, 4 points of Spurs. That's always good. Can't complain about that. And again, Newcastle did us a favour again after their result on the Saturday. Can't remember who that was against, by the way, but they won apparently. Can't remember who they played on Saturday. And we're still okay in the league, aren't we? A lot of the teams seem to just be going through hard spells at the moment. So, lot of positivity. I think the Wolves game's massive, and I'm looking forward to it.
Is the Wolves game? Does the Wolves game tell you if we're going to get Europe or not? Because if we win that game, I think we're back in the hunt. I think if we lose the game, I think we're out of it. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree. What happened with Wolves tonight? Did they end up? What did they get with Burnley? Saying that? Did they win?
I think it was 1-1 tonight. If I've got that right.
That's a great result, isn't it? Actually,
1-1. So I mean, Wolves drew tonight. I think West Ham have to get. They have to beat Wolves, and then they have to beat Palace. That's right. The next two games that are coming up in the Premier League, they have to beat the pair of them. If West Ham beat the pair of them, there's a chance. We are so fucking light though. And listen, I'm going to say this while Kane's on here. Like Kane's backed the manager as much as I have over the last few months and etc. But you've got to look at the ownership on this one. You fucking have. I'm sorry, you just really do. Because when you are left with the players that we've got, right, and it really did prove it tonight. It really did. Because when you're looking around to change the game, who the fuck can change the game on the pitch, like from the bench? There is fucking no one. There really is no one.
Going back to Villa, man, we absolutely destroyed him in the first half, and then we had to bring off Antonio for Johnson. It's an absolute joke, man. And we can all go back to VAR and things like that in the game, and I think that's a fair point. But in reality, the squad's not fit to get Europe. If we get Europe, it's a great achievement by the manager and a brilliant achievement by the players. They've been playing a lot of football over the last 3 years, and they deserve a bit better from the owners.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what Ryan's saying there. 100%. It is a shame, and it proved it tonight. Whether you like Moyes or not, and you think he's defensive and all this shit, I understand that. But I've been saying this for fucking years about the ownership. I said it 2 years ago when we had a moment where we should have strengthened in the January window. We didn't, and we lost out in the semi-final of the Europa League. And I think if this goes the way I think it could go, we could run out of steam towards the back end of the season, and I think maybe a win or two short of getting Europe, which will be a fucking bitter blow. I will say that. Let's get a few questions in before we make a move, Kane. Anyone else shocked that Antonio played 90? When was the last time that happened? He's played 3 times this year, not 90 minutes. Was you shocked, Kane? He played 90 minutes?
Yeah, obviously they didn't want to, did they? But they can't bring anyone on. The guy, before, he literally collapsed on the floor. This is the thing. I don't want him to play full 90s because I don't want him to get injured. I think he's a player to have. But I am shocked. I mean, Wolves is probably the most important game. I know Spurs, that you don't want to lose to Spurs, and I get it's the rivalry. But Wolves and Newcastle were the important games, and we've already fucked the Newcastle one up. You don't want to fuck the Wolves one up. We would at least want to draw that at the very least.
See, I agree with that comment. I really do. Getting rid of Benny. Well, I know people think Benny's shit, but he was an option. It might not be a good option, but he was an option. But Pablo
Fornals come off the bench today. They know what it means to play for West Ham. They know what it means to play for Moyes. They're not exactly great, but at least it's fresh legs, man.
Yeah, I agree on that. I really do. And it's just a different option, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And let's be honest, there might be games in the season where we're in front. We can bring players off to rest. Now we're relying on 11 players from now to the end of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Fair play seeing Antonio holding out for 90, but as we have said, there was no one else to bring on to replace him. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I agree on that. Let's get this one. Did you think that West Ham may have FFP penalty coming? I don't think so.
No. No, at all. I think in terms of SFR, I think I'm not actually looked, but I think the wages to turnover is okay. I think, and we've just sold Declan Rice 100 million pure profit as well. We'll probably sell the care. I can't see that being an issue. Is that the? Can I give a shout out to that guy? I know what I mean. Was you buzzing tonight after? Was it a good result compared to the FA Cup Youth final? Just a question.
Fair enough. How many points? Yeah, you reckon we're going to get last however many games are left in the season? How many points do you reckon we're going to get, Kane, from now to the end of the season? I think we've got eight games.
Don't know. I'm so brain dead now. I have to look at the result of the games, for most of you. It depends. How many points do you reckon we need?
I think we need 10. I do. I really do. I think we need to beat Wolves, beat Palace, beat Luton, and then somehow get a draw or a win from somewhere against either Liverpool, Man City, and I think Chelsea's in there. And now Chelsea at the Bridge, they're not the fucking best. Yeah, right. They might be on the holiday by the fucking time we get to them. Yeah, if we can get 10 points, we've got a chance. Definitely.
I think 10 points must guarantee. Every team around us is so inconsistent with us as well. That definitely guarantees it. That sounds promising, doesn't it?
I believe so. I believe I'm just going to get the fixtures up now. Wolves. We've got Fulham. We've got Fulham at home. Yeah. So
they're shit away, aren't they?
Our next 3 Premier League games are Wolves away, Fulham at home, Palace away. We need at least minimum 7 points. At least, like, if you're going to try and go for Europe, we've got to do them teams. We've got to beat Palace at Palace. I think Wolves. If someone said to me right now, would you take a point at Wolves and then beat the other 2? I would, because obviously them getting a win draws them closest to us. Yeah, and we want to keep that sort of tight to a point, but we have got to get 7. In my opinion.
If we do the miracle against Bayer Leverkusen, then I do not blame them for throwing the league completely and just focusing on that, because they can't do both. If we do beat Leverkusen, do not worry about the league. Just play bloody Cornet and stuff.
Yeah. I actually agree on this. Yeah, if West Ham can get through by Leverkusen, West Ham can get to the final. Like, I really do. Like, man, it's going to be tough. They're a fucking good outfit. Don't get me wrong, but they really are. Yeah, and they're well organised, and they know what they're doing, and they know like this style of play. But this is West Ham, mate. West Ham always upset the fucking teams that they're not supposed to upset. West Ham will go and beat an Arsenal away, and then go and fucking lose against some shit team at home. You know what I mean? It's just the way, isn't it? Cross hammers in the gaff. Hi, James and chat. Kudus for me was really good. He showed so much desire. His touches were spot on most of the time. Listen, I love that kid, mate. You know what I mean? Tell Tim to go back to Amsterdam and get some more of whatever they can find over there. I thought he was good. What do you think of Kudus tonight, Kane?
I thought he was good. He was a constant threat. I felt like it'd have been nice to see him on the right, to be honest with you, but what could you do again? We got Alvarez out. If we had Alvarez tonight, we would have rolled him over 3-1. I didn't think Spurs are that good at all. I didn't think they could really handle us.
Nah. And was it Werner? Fucking hell. He's shit.
He's so bad, man.
Mate, the only way he scores goals, that geezer, with ball over the top. That's all it is, yeah? If West Ham are compact, he can't do nothing. Do you know what I mean? Let's get Mark's question here. Good question. Do you need to rest players versus Wolves then, James? What would you do in that scenario, Kane? It's the 70th minute, right, against Wolves. We're drawing the game. Do you get 4, 5 of these players off for Leverkusen, or do you try and get the job done against Wolves?
I think Wolves is a big game, and I think we can't really lose that game to us if we're going for Europe. So I think in reality we have to just play both games full strength and go for it. And then who we got after Leverkusen? Is it Fulham, isn't it?
Yeah, Fulham.
If we do the job against Leverkusen, which is a big if, then we might have to really rotate that game and sort of pray a bit. But the Wolves game, the teams around us, we do need to take the points off, and we need to get to Newcastle until we completely bottled it.
Yeah, I agree, mate. What do you make of this comment? Because this geezer's like gone fucking AWOL. You know what I mean? No one ever sees him again.
What is it? Yeah, he's definitely given up. It's a bit of a disgrace to us.
Yeah. Right.
It's a big deal or something.
It is Ramadan, I know that, but Mohamed Kudus is out there playing. Right?
Yeah, Ben Rama used to always play.
I think he's on strike. If you want me to be honest, I think he's down tools, and I think what they've done is they've hid it very, very well by saying he's injured, he's this, he's that. We're not seeing this fucking geezer ever, mate. Let's be honest. Like tonight, yeah, did we really need him? No, but he should be fucking playing, shouldn't he? Like he should be in the squad at least. Do you know what I mean? Because if one of our centre halves go down,
yeah, £35 million centre back coming into the team, and he's on strike. And I guess the warning signs were, before he went away to what was it, Africa Cup of Nations? He was faking ill. That is disgraceful, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. And I can't remember what game it was. Was it Fulham away where he was absolutely shit? And then he starts to play up a little bit, and then we had Wolves, United, Arsenal, and we didn't see him. Didn't see him at all. And then he goes to African Cup of Nations, and he's, fucking like he's playing for him.
When he doesn't play, and when Phillips don't play, we seem to rarely lose. Food for thought.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. Right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Done 36 minutes. West Ham have drew tonight against Spurs in a good point, a good positive performance tonight. Yeah, would we have liked the win? Obviously, yeah, but we didn't get the win. But we all know that we don't like to lose, especially against them. Right, so I'm happy with that. Taking 4 points off Spurs this season, and let's be honest, people were saying about Ange Ball, even in our own West Ham community, saying about Ange, fucking Ange, we should get Ange.
So boring, man. Who was the exciting team tonight? It was bloody West Ham, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and boys, it took 4 points off of Ange Ball all season. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy tonight. Obviously, we move on. Wolves Saturday, 3:00. Right. I am going out on the piss on Saturday night because it's my missus' birthday. Yeah. West Ham, do not fucking let me down and give me the ump on fucking Saturday evening. I'm telling you that now. Right. So fucking turn up the Wolves and put in a performance. Right.
James, mate, I went out with a 4-3 loss. Yeah. Spurs being on a Saturday sesh all day, mate. I got it. So trust me, it can't get any worse than that.
Yeah, well, don't fucking let me down, West Ham. Yeah. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, hit notification bell, and all of that. I'll be back probably Thursday night to talk about the Wolves game. Try and get a few people on, have a good discussion about it. And you know what? Try and be a bit positive. Yeah. One thing it's proved tonight is that we've got no squad depth. Yeah. And it proves it on it really does prove it tonight. Do you know what I mean? But we will see what it is. Wolves is Sunday, mate. It ain't. It's Saturday. It's 100% Saturday. And I'm going to double check for Ryan right now because I'm sure it's definitely Saturday because I definitely saw it. And it is Saturday, 3:00. 6th
That's
of
good,
April.
man. We've got an extra day against Leverkusen then. That's good. That's very good.
Very good indeed. You know what I mean? Go and enjoy yourselves. Yeah. And I will see you again in the next one. West Ham United. Thank God you didn't let me down tonight. Fucking, we don't like losing against Spurs.